In order to get a consistent set of imagery for our growing 2A history project, we draw cartoons of Second Amendment advocates. We draw these live during our daily Gun Show podcast and sometimes in multi-hour marathon live chats we call 2A Media Workshops. Our goal is to share the skills and techniques and the software that we use to create these and to inspire others to create Second Amendment content. In this series, we'll speed up the drawing of these cartoons so it's almost animated, and we'll focus on the activists and the projects that they represent.
Next up is Lauren Hartnett. She's a native, she's in New York, and she's a Second Amendment advocate, as a paramedic for 12 years in New York City, and an instructor to EMTs. She brings, when she does interviews or as part of things online in discussions and whatnot, I've seen the topic brought up of some interesting elements to Second Amendment that aren't often brought up, and that has to do with emergency services, both carrying firearms and dealing with firearms at the scene of emergencies. And that's not the only thing she does, but as a paramedic, that often does come up in interviews. She's a member of the DC Project and is the state leader for New York. So the DC Project has recently expanded to not just go into the national level, meeting with national level representatives in Washington, DC, but also creating state leaders like Lauren in each of the states to meet with the state representatives. So on top of that, she's also the facilitator in Staten Island for A Girl and a Gun, another awesome project focused on firearms. And then Lauren is also an instructor and teaches in the New York area. So on top of all that, she's also a competitive shooter, and again, a great guest or a great person to watch being interviewed. She brings a lot of great insight, both from where she lives and her experience, but also her advocacy is, again, it's a bit unique, like all of ours are. So Lauren Hartnett, this is the cartoon for her, and if you'd like to leave some comments, feel free. Stay tuned for more in this series, and until next time, thanks for watching. So thank you for tuning in to another in our series of drawing the 2A activists. Stay tuned for this cartoon and lots more to be used on our various 2A history projects. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel. Thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.